Hi. How are you doing? This is your friendly neighborhood random guy back with his another miserable SOB story. There was a plan for a gaming channel, but it didn't work out. What can I say? Then I tried to make it into an animated story channel. But the cost of running an animation channel was too high. So I took it upon myself. And tried making animated videos with stories. And not some manipulated bullshit to keep the viewers hooked. I did make one video of a story which I had wrote in 6th class of my school. But it was hell of a job. It took me 1 day for 1 minute. Safe to say. There was no way to run an animated channel all by yourself. And yes, I tried to download free AI tools to make animation. But they required an expensive PC. So I dropped that idea like always. Now I was sitting ducks without any new content. But then I came around some channels like Mr. Nightmare and Corpse Husband. I found them to be really the solution to my problem. I wanted to tell my stories. And those narration channels that focus solely on voice are working well. I have voice at least. Here I am back with pathetic idea of converting this channel into a narration-based setup which works like a radio. But the goal is sci-fi stories. Let's see. In the late 1940s, USA dropped 2 nuclear bombs on Japan. But they didn't know that Nazis had secretly developed their own nukes. A nuclear war covered the skies with ash, plunging the earth into an endless winter. Crops failed, governments collapsed, and billions died. The survivors gathered in the last functioning cities, where every resource from food to electricity was rationed. Prisons became one of the government's biggest burdens. Feeding thousands of inmates was no longer sustainable. So they created the 7-day program. Every convicted criminal is offered a choice. Remain in prison and serve your sentence. Or accept 7 days of freedom. Those who choose freedom are injected with a government-engineered toxin before leaving prison. The antidote lasts exactly 7 days. Before the 7th day ends, the participant must hunt down another criminal enrolled in the same program. Once the target is captured or, in some cases, killed, the government verifies the hunt and administers another 7-day dose of the antidote. Fail to do so. And the toxin finishes its job. As the 7th day approaches, green veins begin spreading beneath the participant's skin, a silent warning that their time is almost over. Every participant is tracked by the government, ensuring no one can disappear or escape the system. To the public, it's called rehabilitation. To those forced to live under it, it's simply known as 7 days. A prison without walls. A sentence that renews itself every week. In this city, freedom isn't earned. It's hunted. 7 days to live. A criminal has to kill another criminal to extend his freedom. And at the same time survive his own hunt from another criminal who is trying to get his own freedom extended. There's a deal going on in between 2 groups. At a frozen lake. One man is Billy. Billy looked like someone who'd spent his entire life fighting. He was tall and lean, with broad shoulders hidden beneath a worn winter coat. His face was sharply defined, a square jaw covered in a few days of stubble, thin lips, and cold blue-gray eyes that never seemed to stay still. His short undercut was neatly trimmed, but everything else about him looked exhausted. There was nothing flashy about him. Just the kind of face people cross the street to avoid. He carried himself with quiet confidence, like someone who'd already accepted death and had simply stopped fearing it. Stranger. Ever miss the old world? Billy looked at the sky. Nothing but gray. Never knew it. The stranger chuckled. Neither did I. He picked up one syringe. This changes that. Billy didn't move. The stranger continued. 1 injection. You'll wake up before the war. No snow. You'll have a wife. Kids. A job. Birthdays. Neighbors. A dog that waits for you at the door. He smiled. You'll live an entire life. Then you'll wake up here. Billy stared at the syringe. Quiet. You know what's funny? The stranger frowned. What? Billy shrugged. People don't buy drugs. They buy memories they never had. The stranger laughed. You saying it's fake? Billy picked up one syringe. Held it toward the pale light. Turned it slowly. Then. He smiled. No. I'm saying. Hope is the most expensive drug in this city. Silence. Snow drifted across the ice. Does it work? Billy asked. The stranger looked offended. Every time. Billy looked at him. Straight into his eyes. Then why aren't you using it? The stranger stopped smiling. For the first time. Neither did Tom. Billy placed the syringe back into the case. Closed the lid. If heaven fit inside a syringe, you wouldn't be selling it. You'd be gone. The stranger's hand slowly drifted toward his coat. Tom flicked away his cigarette. Billy noticed. Didn't even look. That's another thing, Billy said quietly. People reach for guns right after they run out of answers. The stranger reaches inside his coat. Billy is faster. They crash into each other, sliding across the frozen lake. The briefcase bursts open. Green vials scatter over the ice. The stranger lands a punch. Billy answers with an elbow. The pistol skids a few feet away. Both men dive for it. The stranger gets there first. He points the barrel at Billy's chest. He smiles. Stranger. I knew it. Billy doesn't move. Stranger. Those green veins. I spotted them from a mile away. He nods toward Billy's wrist where thin green veins snake beneath the skin. 7 days, huh? You're already dead. You just don't know what hour. Billy almost smiles. Billy? Funny thing about time. Nobody has more of it than anyone else. The stranger laughs. Difference is, I know I'll still be breathing tomorrow. Billy slowly glances past the stranger. Not at the gun. Beyond him. Toward the tree line. Billy? Are you sure? The stranger frowns. What? Billy looks him in the eye. Calm. Almost sympathetic. Billy? You're so busy counting my days. You never counted your own. A faint red dot settles on the stranger's back. Billy notices it. The stranger doesn't. Billy? That's the problem with hunters. They spend so much time looking at the prey. They forget something might be hunting them. Crack! A rifle echoes across the frozen lake. Billy grabs the stranger by his coat and yanks him sideways. The bullet tears through the stranger's chest. Blood sprays across the snow. Billy falls behind the dead man's body as a second shot shatters the ice nearby. Billy calmly picks up the stranger's pistol. Looks at the corpse. Looks like 7 days was generous. The stranger's body collapses. Billy drops behind the rusted sedan as another bullet punches through the windshield. Crack! Glass rains over the snow. Billy grabs the walkie clip to his jacket. Billy. Tom. Static. Tom. Yeah? Billy peeks around the bumper. Another round smashes into the ice inches away. Billy. There's another one. Tree line. Third hunter. A pause. Billy reloads his pistol. Billy. Lucky bastard. Stay in cover. Tom. Copy. Billy crawls toward the rear of the sedan. The trunk is slightly open. He frowns. Another shot. Crack. Billy ducks. Slowly. He lifts the trunk. Nothing. Then. Boom. A shotgun erupts from inside. Billy jerks back just in time. A hooded man explodes out of the trunk. The blast misses. Billy slams the trunk lid into the man's face. The shotgun slips from his grip. Billy catches it. Cocks it. Points it straight at him. The man freezes. Raises both hands. Breathing hard. Accomplice. Wait. Please. Don't shoot. Billy says nothing. The shotgun never wavers. Accomplice. Gray hand. They're working on it. Billy narrows his eyes. Billy. Working on what? Accomplice. The antidote. A real one. Not 7 days. Permanent. Billy's expression changes ever so slightly. Accomplice. I can take you. Crack. A sniper round tears through his skull. The accomplice drops instantly. Billy instinctively dives behind the car. Another bullet slams into the trunk. He jumps into the driver's seat. The engine coughs. Then roars to life. The sedan fishtails across the frozen lake. Over the walkie. Tom. Billy. Billy. No response. Tom. Billy. Open the damn trunk. Billy. Billy's eyes widen for a split second. He smiles. He slams the accelerator. The sedan disappears into the snowstorm. Billy drives through the snowstorm. Tom finally gets out of the trunk. He's furious. Tom. Next time, I'm driving. Billy lights a cigarette. Billy. You were safer in there. Tom throws him a dirty look. Tom asks. What was that idiot talking about? Billy replies. Gray hand. Tom freezes. Not because he knows them. Because everyone knows them. Tom. Forget it. Nobody finds Grey Hand. Grey Hand finds you. They stop at someplace. Billy opens the computer attached in the car. The machine beeps. Both look at the screen. Participants 771. 4 days remaining. Billy nods. Billy sends the location and reports the incident into the computer. Access granted. 15 minutes drive from there to the nearest police post for fresh antidote. Computer puts up the location. Tom. Who the hell was that guy? Billy keeps his eyes on the snow-covered road. Billy. Another hunter. Tom. Working with Grey Hand? Billy shakes his head. No. Just another man trying to buy himself another week. Silence. Snow beats against a windshield. Tom looks over. So? He wasn't after us? Billy lights a cigarette. No. He was after him. Billy nods toward the blood still smeared across the hood from the stranger. We just got in the way. Tom sighs. Hell of a way to make a living. Billy smirks. Living? He exhales smoke. Nobody's living anymore. We're all just negotiating with death. Tom. Forget Grey Hand. Every idiot in this city thinks they've got the cure. They all end up dead. Billy says nothing. Tom keeps talking. Let's get your next assignment. Billy finally answers. No. Tom looks at him. If there's even a 1% chance someone's making a real antidote. Billy looks out at the endless white landscape. I'm done renting my life 1 week at a time. Billy and Tom arrive at an abandoned police outpost. Where both are give antidote. Green viens fade away. A bored officer slides a file across the counter. Target number 4821. Name. Arjun Mehta. Age. 23. Crime. Armed robbery. Days remaining. 2. Billy opens the file. Billy keeps looking at the photo. Tom notices. Tom. You know what's funny? The first one is always the hardest. Billy doesn't answer. Tom continues. After that. They stop looking like people. Now Billy asks. Billy. How many? Tom knows what he means. 23. Silence. Billy asks. You remember their faces? Tom stares out the window. I remember the first. I stopped remembering the rest. Tom asks. How many for you? Billy smirks. Enough. Tom laughs. Still lying. Billy finally speaks. First one. Never got a chance. Tom looks over. Billy keeps driving. Tom nods. Saved you the guilt. Billy shakes his head. No. Saved me the choice. Billy and Tom both show photo of Arjun to a lot of shopkeepers around one part of the city and then head on to next part. Where one guy finally reveals Arjun's location. Billy isn't hunting Arjun to kill him. He's hunting him because he has no choice. Along the way, Billy discovers that Arjun isn't running. He's doing something. Billy follows him through the city. Not to hideouts. To places. Arjun visits. A bakery. He doesn't steal food. He secretly leaves bread outside an old woman's apartment. An abandoned school. He fixes a broken heater. Children living there cheer. Billy watches from a distance. A hospital. He leaves stolen antibiotics. Walks away before anyone sees him. Billy is confused. Tom says. Don't fall for it. Billy asks. For what? Tom. Everybody looks innocent when they're being hunted. Now Billy checks Arjun's file again. It says. Crime. Armed robbery. Billy digs deeper. He learns Arjun robbed a government convoy. Carrying medicine. Not money. Medicine. Suddenly, the audience begins questioning the government. The ending. Billy finally corners Arjun. Instead of begging. Arjun is angry. He asks Billy. Do you know why I robbed that convoy? Billy? Doesn't matter. Arjun? It was insulin. Silence. My mother died waiting for permission. Now Billy has a moral dilemma. Arjun asks. You ever wonder why they only give us 7 days? Billy? Because people stop asking questions after 6. You gonna run? Arjun shakes his head. Been running 6 days. He hands Billy a photograph. A little girl. Maybe 5 years old. She's in block 12. If you kill me, make sure she never joins the program. Billy stares at the photo. If you found out whatever you were looking for, Please like and subscribe. Until next time.